Can I ask you then, introduce you as Michelle Donelan, Minister for State for Universities, and welcome here today.
Thank you very much, and don't worry at all about the technical glitches. They happen all the time for me as well, so I wouldn't worry in the least. And I'm really delighted to be able to join you here for this virtual event. And I must say that realising your 20-year-long ambition for Peterborough to have a university is absolutely fantastic, and I'm delighted to be able to share in this momentous achievement of it finally being realised. And I know it's only been possible because of the work done by Mayor James Palmer during this agenda, and also Cambridge and Peterborough combined authorities and its partners such as Peterborough City Council, and of course Anglia, Ruskin University, and other key stakeholders. So well done, and thank you to everybody who has been involved. Universities are crucial to our society, as we all know. As institutions, they are woven deeply into the fabric of our local communities and into our national reputation. I think it's fair to say that we've seen this more than ever before in the last few months. And we all know the value that they play in our society at both a local and a national level. So I am delighted that there will soon be, we all soon will be welcoming ARU Peterborough into the fold. ARU Peterborough's ambition is to attract a diverse student population and to improve the social mobility, as well as providing students with the employment and skills that they need, which are absolutely fundamental. And it will not only be a benefit to Peterborough, but also to the country as a whole. And I applaud the ambitions to have 12,500 students by 2030 and the lives that will really transform. And also it's important to note that the local economy is going to benefit in the not too distant future from this 30 million investment. The 21 to 22 construction programme will employ 550 people, which is not insurmountable. Additionally, I'm told that over 330 people will need to be staffing both buildings, rising to 700 by 25 to 26, and an estimated 1,325 indirect jobs will be created by 25-26, and that will rise to 31,500 by 2034 to 35. And as Universities Minister, I have been incredibly proud and grateful for the leadership that I've seen from our higher education sector providers in response to COVID, and the creativity and pragmatic ideas that they've managed to develop in such a short space of time. And I have absolutely no doubt that this will also be the case for ARU Peterborough. We have a world-class higher education system that transforms lives and is a great contributor both to our industrial success and also to our cultural life of our nation. So I really do look forward to ARU Peterborough opening in 2020 and joining one of the best higher education systems in the world. And I believe that this will be transformational to both the city and the region. And I look forward to coming and actually visiting in person to see how all of the hard work is really paying off. So thank you once again for letting me share in this Zoom call today, and also in this celebration.
Well,
thank you very much, Minister, and I think Paul Bristow is going to come in now. Paul.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Minister. I've seen during lockdown and during this pandemic, I seem to have been on countless Zoom calls, but this is without a doubt the most exciting Zoom call I've been on, because the idea that Peterborough has a university is something we've been talking about in our city for over 20 years. As recently said, this has the opportunity to transform the life chances for so many young people, but also it's an opportunity to regenerate our city and generate positivity about Peterborough and our future. I often talk about our potential as a city and how our best days are ahead of us, and this is more proof of that. It's got a tremendous opportunity for people to talk in very glowing terms about Peterborough. We are just 50 minutes on a train from London. We are on the A1, and companies make Peterborough their home. Engineering and manufacturing companies like Perkins, Peter Brotherhood, and more recently Photocentric. But this university has the potential to be that missing piece in the jigsaw. I just wanted to say one just last thing really before I hand over to the Mayor. I grew up in Whittlesea, which is a town just outside Peterborough, and so many of my friends either moved away to go to university, taking that talent away from our city, or didn't go to university because there wasn't a university that was offering the right sort of STEM courses. And the prospect that we have this here on our doorstep in Peterborough is so incredibly exciting. I just want to say thank you so much and just pay tribute to all the work from the Combined Authority, to the Peterborough City Council, our partners Anglia, Ruskin University, and everybody who's been involved in this conversation over the last 20 years. As I say, I'm incredibly excited about this opportunity. We need to get this right. The future's bright, the future's Peterborough. So I'll hand over to Mayor James Palmer.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you everybody for joining us today. Over the last 20 years, Peterborough has experienced rapid economic and population growth, and it was ranked the fastest growing city in the UK between 2001 and 2011. It is a city of great opportunity and great ambition. Net business creation in Peterborough is 25% higher than the UK average, with proximity to London and low land costs making it fertile ground for new and growing companies. It's also a city of aspiration, ranked 6th most innovative city in the UK in 2015 due to the number of patents registered here. However, while businesses in Peterborough have expanded at breakneck speed and the city has grown, it remains in the bottom 10 areas across the country for education, skills and training. And currently, less than 1 in 5 8 to 25-year-olds in Peterborough own full-time education, and 1 in every 8 people in Peterborough aged 16 to 64 have no qualifications whatsoever. As a result, local businesses struggle to recruit the staff they need, and this has led to a suffocation in the overall prosperity of Peterborough and its surrounding areas. This new £30 million university for Peterborough will breathe new life into the city and the region. It will help to empower people with the skills and training they need to find jobs and careers that will be fulfilling and rewarding, and in turn create a new generation of and a pipeline of highly skilled workers to meet the needs of the emerging markets, so that businesses in Peterborough can truly flourish. I, as leader of the Combined Authority of Cambridgeshire and Peterborough, alongside Peterborough City Council, have the pleasure today to formally announce and welcome Anglia Ruskin University as the higher education partner for this new university, which will be known initially as ARU Peterborough until it becomes independent, which obviously is the absolute goal. The independent Peterborough University is something that we are all working towards. It will be a first of its kind in the UK. ARU Peterborough will be an employment-focused university, a technical university. This means a curriculum which Anglia Ruskin will help to deliver will be designed to boost the skills of workers in key employment sectors across the area. And we've taken a great deal of care to look at the local economy and look at the needs of the local economy before setting up this university. And it is estimated within a current workforce of just over 100,000, the city needs to be able to mobilise around 17,000 more people with degrees to become competitive as a place nationally and globally. The university will be a huge step forward in this regard, creating a knowledge engine that will drive increased workforce skills to raise business productivity, innovation, and the knowledge intensity of the products and services we produce here. Filling the higher level skills gap in Peterborough is only half the story. Without measures to continue to grow the business and industrial demand for those skills, it would put us in danger of producing more graduates without more graduate jobs to go to, which is why there is a longer term plan for the university to help generate more industry and more jobs in the city. Like all universities in time, Peterborough will produce PhD students, generating new research and technology. And that's great. After all, the UK is one of the most prolific generators of new academic and scientific discoveries in the world. And now we can translate all that great science into technologies that can drop onto new products that are better value than our competitors, generating growth for firms and higher value jobs for us. One of the key requirements from myself was that this university should be one of the most impactful in the country. Therefore, to ensure maximum impact, deliver on the Prime Minister's Build programme, we will be teaching we will build the teaching university out of the ground at the embankment, and we will work with the local and global firms design and scope an innovative ecosystem around it to translate and convert great science into fantastic new products, services and jobs, which will include new businesses and clusters and networks in manufacturing in Peterborough and in the Fens, delivered by our friends at Opportunity Peterborough. There'll be £20 million worth of growth coaching and growth investment, a new local investment agency to connect into UK embassies around the world, skills brokerage to connect those seeking new and better jobs, and the centrepiece of all of this, a research super hub to act as the key connection between the university and local business for innovation-based growth. We are talking to several global technology firms and half a dozen other universities to potentially create something very special here. A research super hub which combines this university with several others to create multiple research teams working with local and global firms across materials, manufacturing, digital and environmental disciplines to create the products of tomorrow and the new high value jobs that the graduates of this innovative university and the people of Peterborough deserve. This employment-based university and the innovation ecosystem we will build around it will meet the demands of businesses in the short term and over the longer term, drive place-based growth founded on technological innovation that will transform the knowledge intensity of products, services and jobs in this city. This is not a university where you go to simply get a degree. This is where you will come to get a career. All this will drastically improve the life prospects of people in Peterborough and across the region and enhance the reputation of GB plc. And it's my absolute pleasure to introduce Roderick to talk about Anglia Ruskin's involvement into this. Roderick.
Thank you very much, James. So we are absolutely thrilled to be announced as the university partner in this exciting initiative for the city of Peterborough and the wider region. And this is a once-in-a-generation opportunity for us to bring together the particular strengths and focus of ARU with the needs and ambitions of our region. We're not a conventional university, and nor have we ever been. Our strength lies in our innovative, inclusive and entrepreneurial approach and the diversity of our people and our campuses. And at the heart of ARU are our students, and they are remarkable. Many have not previously had the opportunity to experience, to demonstrate their potential, to achieve success, or really experience the delight of learning. Many have had to overcome real hurdles to get to university. Many, indeed most, are mature students, for example. But what matters is what our students achieve when they're with us and the positive change that they bring to their world as graduates. And our approach is clearly working. Just last month, we were named in the Graduate Outcomes Survey as one of the top 10 mainstream universities in the country and top in the region for graduate employment, and 5th in the country for employment and/or further study. And we were 2nd for the proportion of part-time UK graduates in full-time employment 15 months after graduating, with 97% in employment or further study. So we have the know-how to design and deliver education that transforms lives and builds careers. We are a leader in innovative work-based learning, working in partnership with employers, and we're one of the UK's largest providers of degree apprenticeships. As many of you will know, we have worked in Peterborough for a number of years in partnership with the excellent local NHS Trust and local hospitals, and we look forward to developing these vital relationships even further. Training future key workers has been central to who we are for over 25 years and will continue to be so. You may have seen last month's announcement, for example, that we have been selected as the university provider for all police education right across the east of England for the next 5 years. So our job now, and our privilege, is to bring all that experience and ambition to Peterborough, and working in partnership with the Combined Authority, the City Council, and businesses, schools and colleges across the region, to design and deliver an outstanding, bespoke, employment-focused, modern university for Peterborough. We will work closely with regional employers and regional schools and colleges to develop a portfolio of courses that fully reflect employer need as well as student demand. We will focus on technical and professional education across business, technology, science, health and education. And our courses will be rigorously focused on ensuring high quality graduate outcomes. And we will mix on-campus, face-to-face teaching with off-campus, work-based learning, including degree apprenticeships. Our success and the success of the City of Peterborough are now inextricably linked, and we are proud to serve this city and its people, and committed to working together to build a strong, resilient, and sustainable future. And we look forward to welcoming the first students to ARU Peterborough, both on and off campus, in September 2022. Thank you. And I'm now going to pass on to Councillor John Holdich of Peterborough City Council, please. John.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. Can I say thank you to the Mayor as well from the Combined Authority, because this wouldn't have happened without the enthusiasm of our Mayor and the Combined Authority, and also to you, Vice-Chancellor, for the way that you conducted it and embraced the what Peterborough wants and requires, and also what the businesses of Peterborough said they wanted. So over the past few months, things have hit us hard, but today is proof that we have a bright future ahead of us, and there is prosperity beyond the pandemic. Regeneration has been a key feature of Peterborough for some time. We've transformed many parts of our city. Fletton Quays, the city centre, are such examples, and we are by no means finished. Fletton Quays, a site compound, has already been set up to build a new Hilton Hotel, and the site for a government hub anchored by the Passport Office is due to commence shortly. A city centre local development framework identifies plans for key areas to be developed in the coming years, such as the Station Quarter, North Westgate and North Minster, as well as Rivergate. But the project we're launching today will have a huge impact, not only on what the city will look like in 20 years' time, but on the opportunities available to our residents, the success of our businesses, and informing the external perceptions of Peterborough. And we're also progress from the small to medium-sized city, which is one will become even more attractive place to live, work and set up business. Establishing a university for Peterborough will bring immeasurable benefits to our residents, for people across the wider region, and for our businesses, and for all our city as a whole, but both now and for generations to come. Our residents will be helped into well-paid, more sustainable jobs, and involving skills and knowledge requirements of the 21st century. We will be matched to the growth needs of the local business, providing new opportunities for communities to gain access to higher level education, better paid employment and enhanced life changes. It will stop our talented young people leaving the city to learn and set up life elsewhere, as well as helping Peterborough attract new talent. And some of them who we hope will choose to put their roots into our wonderful city and raise families and start to grow businesses. For our businesses, it will ensure a good crop of people to choose from when advertising for jobs, people who have been trained and skilled in skills that they need to thrive in their workplace, both hard skills, key sector and our economy, such as digital technology, low carbon tech, healthcare and medical technology, as well as the softer skills such as teamwork, communications, problem solving, internal and personal skills, as well as personal resilience. Better skilled and qualified employees will help our businesses thrive and prosper. And for our city as a whole, the presence of a university will make Peterborough a more desirable place to start a family, set up home and do business, which will provide an ongoing boost to our economy. To be able to achieve this, it's vitally important that we've partnered with the best, most progressive, innovative academic partner to ensure that a university that opens on time, thrives, and is confident that we have chosen the right partner in ARU, and we will provide a first-class curriculum offer as our university. develops and grows, it will play an important part in the city's economy and in our civic and cultural lives. We look forward to not only commencing the construction later in this year, we hope it's in October, November, but to the day in autumn 22 when we'll be able to welcome our first intake of students to Peterborough. On behalf of the Council, I can assure you that we are doing everything in our power to ensure that the university is a real success and grows and becomes a vital part of the fabric of our city. We already in the city is a beautiful cathedral, and our new university on a green, attractive riverside parkland campus will ensure that helps cement and enhance our reputation. I'm delighted we've accepted ARU to deliver the university in Peterborough needs and that the people and the businesses of our city deserve. And as I said in the beginning, I'd like to add my personal thanks to you, Vice Chancellor, and our Mayor, James Palmer, for their commitment to this project. Thank you. Can I hand over now to our architect, who is Cameron.
Thank you very much, Councillor Holdich, and good morning all. I have the technical challenge of sharing my screen to share some of the plans with you. So hopefully you are able to see that, and hopefully if you can't, somebody will tell me. I think you've heard from the first 5 speakers this morning the transformational nature of this project educationally and in training and employability. Equally, I believe this is a transformative project architecturally. First and foremost, the project will create a new place for Peterborough, a place integrated with the surrounding city fabric. You have to bear with me, I have a technical hitch on sharing my screen. Hopefully that's working now. It's a place integrated with the surrounding city fabric. Our phase 1 building is located close and adjacent to Bishop's Road, creating close physical and new visual links to the cathedral and the city centre. And in the future, as the campus develops, provide wider links to the embankment and the River Nen. It is a green and welcoming campus. The project transforms a 400 space, poor quality car park to a well landscaped campus. It will provide places for people to enjoy and nature to flourish. It is a campus that is open to all, not only staff and students from ARU, but all who live, work and visit Peterborough. And just as today you can walk through the precincts of your city's cathedral, you'll be able to walk through the grounds of the university campus. You've heard the Vice-Chancellor talk about the exciting range of courses on offer. For us as architects, it creates an exciting, rich mix of spaces in which to learn, which to teach. Typically, on the floor plans, you will see spaces for large collaborative lecture, specialist skills, study, library, general teaching, and the lifeblood of good coffee. It's topped off on the 2nd floor with a multi-purpose space to host events, opening onto an external terrace that offers views back to the city and to the cathedral. All these spaces are arranged around a central heart of informal learning to encourage interaction, collaboration, and peer learning. And if you take a slice through the centre of this heart, you'll see the rich mix of spaces arranged over 3 floors in the building. We've also recognised that this building will need to adapt in the future, so spaces are designed to be easily reconfigured to respond to future needs. And at the heart of the design has been sustainability from the outset. This is a project that prioritises people ahead of cars. The project encourages arrival on foot, provides over 140 sheltered bike spaces and good connections to public transport. On the building, sustainability is typified by our iconic roof lanterns that maximise daylight and natural ventilation right to the heart of the building. This is supported by extensive green roofs and over 200 square metres of photovoltaics providing energy to the building. Earlier, you heard me touch on the landscape and ecological aspects of the scheme. This includes a sustainable urban drainage system that not only attenuates from water, but through a series of swales and ditches helps encourage wildlife onto the site. And we've thought of the future-proofing the building to be able to plug and play to the city's emerging energy from waste project that will offer a future of low carbon energy. This is a transformational project, educationally and architecturally. It's one that's unique to ARU and Peterborough, and we look forward to the opening in September 22. Thank you very much, and I think we're now open for questions.
So if anybody has any questions that they would like to ask, then please pop them in the chat box and then we can ask the panel. Thank you. I think, as we know, Zoom sometimes on chats can be quite a difficult way to get people to ask questions. So we'll just give it another minute or so. If anybody, here we go. We've got from Anna Bushen. Can you confirm the number of students starting in 2022?
So can I take that one, please? So we're projecting 2,000 students starting in September 2022. And we have agreed a whole kind of roadmap of growth of the university towards achieving all the necessary stages to achieve independence and become a fully fledged university in its own right. And in terms of links to the other campuses, yes, absolutely. One of the advantages of this model is that ARU Peterborough will be able to benefit from all the strengths which flow from being part of a group of other university campuses, both in terms of sharing costs, but also in terms of allowing shared research projects, shared education projects, and so forth. Thank you, Emily.
Thank you. There's another question here about students who are wanting to apply and get to know their campus. Will there be a virtual tour available, or is there any point you might be able to host an open day?
So I'll take this one again, if I may. What I do know is that we've got fantastic virtual open days and virtual tours going on now for Cambridge and Chancellor. So I'm very sure that we will have equally fantastic online virtual tours for ARU Peterborough. They're not yet ready. I'm sure we'll work with MCW architects to do 3D fly-throughs and stuff. But yes, we will be putting that together just as soon as we can. Thank you.
Great, and another one for you.
Either my speaker's died or Emily, you put yourself on mute.
I think Emily's lost her connection. So the next question was, Roderick, I'm interested to hear more about the recruitment of students and how it will look and the process of communicating the opportunities which ARU Peterborough will offer.
Thank you. So the very first step now is that we're going out to recruit the development team. So and before there was a public announcement, we weren't in a position to advertise for the development team, and we will be doing that probably tomorrow morning. And that will be about building links with employers, schools and colleges, but also promoting the forthcoming opening in September 2022. So this will all become much more visible and publicly shared over coming weeks and months. Thank you.
So I think the next question is more for Councillor Holdich, and that is, we know that along with the new university campus, Peterborough United are building a new stadium and arena on the embankment site. How will both of these new developments for the city interlink?
Right, Mr. Mayor, I mean, there is apart from the university buildings, there is nothing in our development plan for future development on the embankment. So anything that might well go on the embankment will have to come out to public consultation, which it will. There is we have gone out to public to ask them what they thought to an arena on that site, which is obviously not conclusive yet, and obviously it will be, if anybody wants to take part in it, there is a procedure which the council have to go through for public consultation.
Okay. Thank you, Councillor Holdich. The next question was when does construction begin? Construction will begin in the autumn. As soon as we have a firm construction date, of course, we will be letting the general public know, but the plan is to begin construction this autumn 2020. For a question from Councillor Fitzgerald, are you able to give any details, Vice Chancellor, on the curriculum and specialities that the campus might be able to offer?
I don't think I can or should give details too early, because it's really important that we work very closely with employers to make sure that what we offer is bespoke to the needs of Peterborough, rather than just growing out of our current ARU expertise. It will be focused on science and technology, health, education and business, but the particular areas of focus for the first set of courses will need to reflect that engagement which is going to take place over the coming weeks and months. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Pat Carrick, I totally agree with your point that what an exciting place Peterborough is at the moment. This university is completely innovative. It is the first of its kind in the UK, and I'm sure that the university will be looking forward to engaging with the excellent City College as well to create that pipeline of future students. And obviously we see this university as a catalyst for the regeneration of Peterborough City Centre as a whole. I've been asked if I can say a little bit more about the exciting vision for the Research Super Hub. The answer is I will say a heck of a lot more when we announce our partner in the next few weeks. So I'm going to hold off for now, because I know that I'll probably get too excited and say the wrong thing. But I assure you that we are working very hard to get the very best partner in to work alongside us here, and there's more to come on that. Anna Briston has come back and said, who is the construction company? Perhaps if we could go to the architects and they give us more of the timeline on that.
That is not decided yet. We're currently just commencing the procurement process to select that contractor in early autumn this year.
Yeah, so thank you very much. Steph Peach has said business and employer links are clearly essential. Is there some thinking about engaging both big and small businesses in the city centre and wider? Yes, absolutely, and you know, this goes down to the Research Super Hub as well. Investment from the Combined Authority Business Board into businesses around Peterborough has been significant over the last few months. And as I said, going back to the points I made when I was speaking, this university has been put together based on the Cambridgeshire and Peterborough Independent Economic Review that was carried out by Dame Kate Barker about 2.5 years ago, which gave us an absolute indication of where we needed to focus the faculties of this university to feed into our local economy. And it has been very much with business in mind that this university has been put together. I think we've run out of questions unless anybody else has any. Okay, so yes, we have one which says, it's encouraging to hear that the environment will feature in the education and offer. How can this be linked to the green recovery and the leading role that Peterborough can reform? Perhaps, Roderick, if I could bring you in on that.
I think I missed what you were saying, James. Sorry, I was reading a flood of new questions. Which one did you just ask me to take?
It's the one about the environment. It's currently from Matthew Bradbury.
Yeah, it's very good. So the environment and sustainability is key to ARU at the moment. It's one of our absolute priorities. We have a Global Sustainability Institute. So there certainly will be a focus on environmental management at the university, both in terms of the obvious demand for agriculture and agri-tech. So having said, I'm not going to be talking about areas of focus. That clearly is going to be one of the areas of focus, but that's going to depend further on conversations with businesses. but also we do have a strong interest in the green recovery and sustainability in terms of engineering, building design, city design, city design and transport and so forth. So I'm very confident this will be front and center in the way we position the curriculum and the education at the university.
Yeah, thank you. There is a question from Ben Wilson. As and when the university offering expands, is it currently the plan for the university offering to remain on the embankment site, or will there be small satellites in and around the city? What is quite clear, Ben, is yes, initially the embankment site is where we want to be. I'll just add, what a fantastic site that Cambridge City Council, Peterborough City Council have put forward for this this university. I can't think of a better spot than the one that we have, and it's fantastic. But obviously, as the university expands, we will. I'm pretty sure we will look to have satellites, and as we know that agriculture is a key part of the plan for this university, and really there aren't many farms along the embankment. So if we're going to be innovative and bring agriculture in as well, then we will need a satellite for that. So yes, absolutely. I expect that this university, as it grows, will take on sites elsewhere in and around Peterborough. Okay, so Becky Serica said, why aren't Opportunity Peterborough on the platform today? Well, I think it's a fair point. I mean, the people who are involved today have been involved in directly setting up this university, but Opportunity Peterborough clearly are a significant part of the future of the present and the future of the city of Peterborough, and we will be continuing to engage with them and working very closely with them. Okay, so it looks like the questions have dried up. So, and you know, thanks to all those people who have taken part in this. I'm sorry again about the glitches earlier on, but we will make sure that this whole launch is put out today in social media, as you would expect. One more question has just come forward. Are there plans for a student village, or will accommodation will it be ad hoc around the city? Perhaps the architects, I can bring the architects on that, please.
Yes, at present this is a very different university. You've heard of its innovative nature, so its principle is a non-residential based campus offer, and certainly for the foreseeable future, that is the intention. Yeah,
that's absolutely. I just want to underline that. The whole point of this university, as we said, is to deal with the attainment levels within Peterborough itself, and as the university expands, then there will be more opportunities for student accommodation. But it is very much designed in the first phase, in its first to be a locally delivered university. Yes, Councillor Holdich.
Yeah, there's already a planning application in for 75 units for student accommodation, and there are other developers that are very keen to provide that, and it will be in and around the city centre. So I think there'll be plenty of student accommodation.
Okay. So again, I would like to thank everybody for coming along to this morning. We will get it all out so that everybody can see it for, beyond the people who've taken part directly in this call. A personal thanks to the Minister. Thank you for your support and the support of government, and thank you to Paul Bristow, our MP, again for his support in this. This is something that I know that the people of Peterborough have looked to for many, many years. And it's happening now. Construction will begin this year, and we will deliver on this university. So thank you to everybody.